What it is, what it do, what's poppin'. It's your boy Marquise Q in the mother building.
What is going on? It's your boy Sharon, aka Trigger Trey, the panty dropping night.
Oh my God. Hey, what's good with you? It's Ready Rashawn.
People of God is doing Reverend McClaim in the house.
And it's your boy Easy E, the man formerly known as Heartbreak Drake.
All right.
Boo.
Boo.
But we are back with another rendition, another episode, another dance of the Way Day podcast coming to you live from an undisclosed location.
Another dance.
Another dance. Maybe the last one. Maybe the last one.
Is
Temporarily last.
Temporary the last one, or is it like permanently the last one?
We gonna give all of it in.
Hey, look. It comes upon a young man's life. We just gotta hang it up.
A lot of people thought we was falling off, fellas. We missed 1 week and everybody started going, fool.
Y'all boys quit?
I know they couldn't do it. Phonies.
They probably was saying.
But people was giving us credit. Like, we was consistent all before that. Like, y'all don't remember Chronication and how far ago that was? That was March 22nd.
We spit the stats. What you say in the chat?
Not yet.
No, we gotta wait until the end.
Wait till the end.
But we were dropping the episode every single week. And then we was doing broken records as well. So,
having guests.
I mean, I think the guest part, the broken records, us individually, and making time each week for us, I think that's been a task itself. But we got this far.
Niggas got jobs, niggas got lives.
Jobs, lives.
Life said it ain't going nowhere.
It's not.
Definitely ain't going.
Corona said the same thing.
Sheesh.
Where there is a will, there is a way.
We gonna figure that out.
And you make a way out of no way, amen.
All right. Now you talking right.
You don't carry the weight.
Oh my God.
Where with honor.
Nobody sure on.
I guess there's a will. There's a August. I think.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hot take. Hot take.
Well, now that we're here,
Well, now that we're here,
Jada, step forward.
We're doing better than him, I'm not gonna lie.
I think we're doing better than Jada too.
A lot better than Will also.
That's
No,
very hot.
no lies.
Will gonna cry in the closet.
Will Smith deserves more, bro.
You think so?
He deserves better.
Who you think he deserves?
He don't
I don't know
deserve Jada.
who he deserves. I'm just saying what he deserves.
What does he deserve?
Better.
Bro, so what's that whole situation about? Like, they got an open relationship, a partnership, like a mutual agreement? Like, what's going on?
I mean, how it was labeled, like Sean was saying, I think when we talked about it, Will did an interview, I think when he was back on the Red Table Talk, he was saying that it's not in the realm of a marriage. He doesn't want to label it as a marriage because he doesn't want it to feel locked down.
Right.
He wants it to be labeled as a lifetime partnership because, like I said, you have no restrictions. You both, flowing with each other, understanding each other, through that aspect.
Right.
But it sounds like it's cheating to me.
There's a whole lot of shit going on.
Bro, okay.
Okay.
The whole wording around this, like a lifetime partnership, it's not a marriage. They was already married. So what do you mean you don't? I don't understand what he said. You don't want to put no restrictions on it. Like it's already the most restrictive. It can
But
be.
they're still married and they're still doing this stuff though.
Still cheating.
Yes, and that's what it is at the foundation.
If it's an open relationship, it's not cheating.
Yeah.
But you can call it what you want, but it is what it is.
Call it what you want.
They are like they're
I
married.
mean, but
to the law.
who made these marriage laws? If you think
United
That's
States
a fact.
government, and they got married.
the white man. Who said?
Well,
so
well.
who are we? Why do we have to confine to the white people laws?
That's
Wow,
what
why-
Johnson said.
That's so true.
But bro, honestly, a marriage is nothing but a business plan, in my opinion. Like, it's nothing but like a contract, legally binding that y'all gonna share everything from here on out. 50-50.
do y'all feel like y'all could do Will and Jada open relationship?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Married?
No, not married.
Absolutely not.
And not at all. Can't do it.
Absolutely
Who wants to
couldn't-
share?
I couldn't even be in August House seen the situation.
What's House of Threes?
Trying.
Wait,
I mean,
you
that's.
had to get that off your chest. Just
I mean, really. I mean, that's the only other time people would like want to share. Like everybody has always had the rumors about Jada and Will being swingers, and they never really admit to it. But they probably were being swingers and like, get a little freak on the side and whatnot.
with the extra person with them.
Most definitely, I don't put it past them, especially Jada. Let's get back to Jada, especially Jada. Well, in the predicament she's in,
It is in hot water right now.
Bro,
Isn't hot water though?
that's what they agreed upon marriage. Like you have vows, you have things that you promise, and that's what apparently they promised to each other.
Yeah.
not at first. I don't think that happened at first.
I don't think that was the first thing they agreed. Like, as soon as we get married, all right, from here on out, we swing.
It absolutely was.
It
Swinging.
was made regardless.
I don't know. I feel August kind of.
Doing too
I don't
much.
know if this was like a stunt for him to get like more like public attention?
Album sales?
Because you know he been sickly. He been having a lot of stuff going on.
Bless the chicken shit.
I'm telling you.
So what he got? What was wrong?
Just a lot of stuff.
He went blind in one of his eyes.
He did go blind, yeah.
Absolutely.
He could walk for like a whole month.
But I think that all that happened after I think his sister died, and then he took his sister's children in, and you know he was taking care of them. Like a lot of stuff was going on with August. Like he was very
more sickly than JFK, ain't it?
Oh, sheesh.
Well, who was at Roosevelt? Which Roosevelt was it? The one
that's Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Yeah, was it polio?
I'm about to say you got it. I'm about to say I was listening. I was like, okay.
I'll make sure I paid attention. I got social studies now.
Not social studies.
U.S. history.
All right.
But I feel like August definitely stepped on the line. Like this is a situation of the side niggas getting too comfortable and getting like they want more than what they want.
Well, he fell in love, so I think he really overstepped boundaries. Like being the side nigga. I don't think you should have allowed yourself to, I guess, fall that deep for somebody that's married. Because, like I said, anybody within a relationship, I don't think that you should take it that far with somebody, especially if you playing the side. Like
he was in love, or was he in lust?
No, he was in love.
They're in lust initially. I think he in love now.
Nah, he definitely in love now.
But I think it came down to the point that he was like, going through what he was going through. But they said Jada was very abusive. What are you laughing at, bro?
She was a bit like physically.
No, mentally.
She wasn't beating up.
I was like, come on. I was like, come on now, bro.
So I have a question for y'all. Do y'all feel like there's a right or wrong side in this?
Yes.
And if there is, like, who falls on what side?
First of all, there's always a right and wrong side.
Yeah, both of them.
It's always black and white.
I don't think we'll know because we don't know the whole
we don't know everything.
We only getting bits and pieces.
But if we know that Will and Jada agreed for this to be part of their marriage, and we know that
we don't know that either.
I don't think they agreed to this.
They didn't. We don't know that. That's only speculation. That's only what we've been told.
Well, we only know the speculation, and then who's right and who's wrong based on the speculation.
I don't think we really know because we're really just trying to ask and get more information.
I mean, if we know. Like,
okay, so you say August. So you saying August is wrong?
August is wrong.
Jada and Will can't be wrong if they initially said that. Right. They said they don't do that.
But I would say I can't. Nah,
really, at the end of the day, it's August fault because he talking.
Exactly.
Honestly,
if they agree to that in their
why are you pillow talking?
But you gotta kind of put a little bit on Jada too, because Jada knows like all right, well, I know where this could potentially go with him. Somebody can fall.
Like she does have more control of the situation than August.
Yeah.
But why is he talking though? Why are you talking? Why are you
talking to Angela Yee?
That's what I'm saying. Of all people, that's federal. You the police.
She don't be riding for her own women, so
who's Angela Yee's own women anyway? Huh? What's Angela Yee? What is she? What is her nationality?
Is she fully black? I don't think she's fully black.
No, last name is E, so
I didn't even know she was part black. I thought she was just Asian.
I don't know. She just ain't for people.
She was Asian, right?
She blazing.
And I guess speaking of guys looking bad, we also had that Snow on the Bluff.
Here we go. Should we
talk about it?
Chance the Rapper said guys took another L.
Should we talk about it?
Yeah,
Chance the Rapper took the L. What is he talking about?
On his album.
On the album.
Sheesh.
Trash.
So with that whole situation, like there is a wrong and right side. I feel like No Name was definitely in the wrong for it.
For sure. I definitely.
I feel that everybody was just like everybody's like on eggshells a little bit. So the things that we really trying to say it's not really coming across how we're trying to say it.
For sure.
And I feel like that when that happens, like emotions kind of
riled
up. Yeah. So like I feel like J. Cole was coming from a good place, and I feel like No Name was coming from a good place, but I feel like it kind of got overshadowed by like the silliness of it, like her dropping another song. Like it became like
a rap beef.
Yeah, it became corny. Like it didn't even become what it was initially about. Like it became like, why are we dropping songs to talk to each other when we can call each other on the phone?
I feel like she took more awareness away from what she was trying to advocate for than bringing attention to it by like feeding into it. And then like the whole reason that the whole situation got started because she was indirectly dissing J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, saying they weren't doing enough. And then I guess J. Cole felt that she was talking about him. And that's when he dropped the song indirectly talking about her. But I guess people speculate that he was talking about her.
She was talking about all rappers, though, right?
She was talking about all rappers, yeah. But J. Cole felt that she was directly talking to him.
And I think I remember seeing or hearing, maybe we were talking about like how people don't know No Name's agenda, how she came across. Apparently she's always been like this very radical.
Not always.
That's what I've heard though, and so she says it basically comes to her mind and stuff like that. And people get mad at her approach now. Like I guess J. Cole was saying like you could talk to us instead of like telling us how unwoke we are and stuff like that. And I believe somebody was saying that that's just who she is and telling her to not do that. And they brought it into the bigger spectrum of
oh my god,
you're like denying women, black women and stuff like that. And we're not trying to see their fight and their struggles to overcome. In which they have a point because we won't be able to see that. But I think the overarching issue is that black people are being attacked with it. So
absolutely,
and everybody. I feel like people want to zoom in on their certain demographic under the black umbrella. And it's just my idea that in order for us to get there, we have to start with the bigger problem. I'm not saying your problem's too small, but we also should pay attention to it. But I just don't know what order we should go about in order to achieve all those things.
I feel like what J. Cole was really trying to say, like a lot of people are woke or try to become woke just so they can be the wokest person in the room, not so they can
actually teach people.
Like,
wake everybody up.
Yeah, it's not. Some people want to be woke just so they can be seen or heard.
It's a competition, basically.
Like that's how I feel like some people are, and I think that's what J. Cole was saying. Like, don't you can educate me, but not yell at me. You can educate me, but not like say it like
in a rude manner.
It all becomes knowledge and wisdom. You can pass it on to
that's
somebody
what I'm
else.
saying.
So.
But then they make an argument that why would I have to teach you something? We have the same resources as me.
But
like, if you're really on that platform, why would you not want to teach somebody else?
But
that's
still,
I feel like J. Cole. I mean, he been out there protesting and stuff. So I feel like
he even admitted that I don't know as much as I should, but I'm out here doing what I can do.
Yeah. I said you can't fault a person for actually getting out there and doing something. Like I said, they might not know the whole damn book of what they need to know about a certain topic or a situation, but at the end of the day, like I said, you can't hate somebody for actually putting in the work to actually make us some type of change. Like I said, any type of effort towards change is the best change.
Because people protest in different ways. Like me protesting out in the streets may not be the same as you actually like educating people, but like is my cause any different than your cause? We're all going for the same cause.
Right. Not everybody needs to be protesting. Somebody can sign a check. Somebody can make your pamphlets or make your little mass for Corona or whatever.
I didn't get to make a lot of protests. I just be doing like all the little petitions, petitions and donating and stuff.
But also, I guess just so the women are hearing this as well. Do you see No Name's perspective on this all? Can you understand where she's coming from?
I definitely see where she's
absolutely.
coming from.
Okay.
I see where she's coming from when like they said like they're not here to basically educate us. I can see a lot with that because a lot of people, even with arguments on Twitter, they be like, "Well, tell me, why can't you just look it up?" Like a lot of women are like, "Why do we have to tell you?"
That's all I was trying to
you
do.
can just look it up yourself.
It is a fact that like when women are oppressed, like it doesn't get as much coverage. Like
It don't at all.
First of all, people still don't really know the Breonna Taylor story, bro. That's kind of a problem.
It's sad.
Like people still don't know certain
Details.
things, certain details about this. People know a little bit. Like they be like, oh, I know she was killed when she was asleep, but they don't really know
the process.
Yeah,
like I said, that eats it up a lot. Because like I said, I think with the whole George Floyd, it was all broadcast. You see the video, like I said, you see this, you see that, so you get more of an in depth. Okay, this happened at this moment, time frame, spec for spec. But then with Breonna Taylor, you only go off of I see a little quick post, Breonna Taylor, she got shot in her home.
I think that's what black women were saying too. Like black men go harder for black men, and they don't show that same energy towards black women. You know what I'm saying?
They go hard for us.
Yeah.
If you look at all the protests, they in the front with the little intercoms, yelling and talking. Like they be in
putting
the forefront of the protest.
That's true.
Every protest, the Million Man March probably the first protest that I've seen where the men are in the front.
Yeah, because
women are always in the front.
Black women are the blueprint. We already knew this anyway.
Yeah, we
already
knew
knew
this.
we said this the first.
We already knew this.
And it's so different. I know they both bad because they both died, but they broke into her house and killed her. And we saw the video, George Floyd, but they broke into her house
while she was asleep with her boyfriend
and killed her. That is crazy to me.
And I tell anybody, like I said, being in the field, like I said, when you are conducting a warrant, like I said, a no-knock warrant or a knock warrant, and you announce yourself, a knock and announce. Like I said, if it was a no-knock warrant, you don't just go in and you just start spraying anything that you see.
Police works.
Like I said, we are known to look at every surrounding situation. Not everybody does it because some people are scared. I'll tell you the first. I don't care if you got a gun. If at the end of the day, if you point that at me, then you had the intent. But if you didn't see a weapon, you didn't see anybody that was trying to harm you, why point a gun at them and shoot as many shots as
you when they're asleep?
Exactly.
I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the first duty of a police officer is to protect people. Protect and serve. It's just a shame to see our country our enforcers. That's what they fall to. You know what I'm saying? Manslaughter. Or death.
Like I said, it's a right and wrong way to go about situations. They fucked that up a lot. Completely messed that all the way up. And like I said, those officers need to be accountable. I'll be the first one to say it, and I always been getting these questions about everything that's been going on. I'm all about accountability. Everybody is held accountable to a standard, and it don't matter if I'm black, I'm white. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be held accountable for my actions. I expect the same for others. If I was to go in there and do that, I guess what? As bad as it sounds, guess what? You have to go sit in jail and rot there because you took somebody's life. You took somebody's life that did not cause a threat. And you got it to the wrong place. That's the biggest mess up.
It was in the wrong place.
Because when you have a warrant, you have to produce the warrant to be in the right place. That the suspect is going to be there, and you have probable cause that say the suspect is going to be there at this time, this place, blah, this, and that. But obviously, they had the wrong place, and that is going to fall back on multiple people. And like I said, it's
not just the people that conducted the warrant.
The judge.
There's going to be a lot of people in trouble for that, bro.
But that's what's blowing my mind, because that's the biggest argument for like racists or people on the other side. They're like, well, George Floyd's story is, he did this, he did this, he did this. What Breonna did? Because she.
But first, and then when we be talking about that, it was like, I remember they was saying something about like he pointed a gun at a pregnant lady's stomach. Didn't something like that happen or something? I was like, listen.
There's a whole lot of sub-stories.
Does that, main story. Just because you're guilty doesn't mean you deserve to die.
Right.
I tell everybody, I said, it doesn't matter. Like I said, if he resisted, it's understandable to take him to the ground. Like, I understand if he was to the ground, they held him to the ground, whatnot. But putting your knee on somebody's neck, causing 9 minutes of not being able to breathe, that is a no-no. I tell everybody, we are all taught that no matter in the academy, or in life, if you are placed with your hands behind your back and you are on your stomach, you are restricting yourself from breathing. So you are to know to lean that person up. It don't matter if he was leaning up with his hands behind his back and his feet out and leaning against the car. He could have been perfectly fine like that. Or they could have just put him in the back of the car. There's plenty of ways they could have done it, but they didn't. And like I said, it's all about accountability. Like I said, and they gonna get their day. Everybody gonna get their day in court. Sheesh. And God gonna have his way with that.
Also, they're gonna
That's the biggest judge right there.
I'm telling you.
How you gonna explain that to God?
Look, it don't matter about the judge down here.
Right.
So how do y'all feel about? Because there was a lot of backlash about people saying, you like get those Twitter reminders, be like, remind the people to arrest the cops that murdered Breonna Taylor, but like people are like posting selfies and pictures on the mirror and saying like the cops still are loose that killed Breonna Taylor. How do you feel about people bringing awareness, like just everyday things?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I feel like at first it was good because we really was not talking about Breonna Taylor, but now they was talking about this year. Stop using not this year, this week. They was talking about stop using her name for clout. Because some people would be like, I just dropped my album. Oh yeah, Breonna Taylor. No, you can't do that.
That's disrespectful.
And they would have the hashtag. Like I know a lot of people drop the petitions and stuff under the tweet, but they would literally have it in their tweet. They were like, just for Breonna Taylor, check out my thing. Yeah. And they're like, y'all need to stop doing that.
So you
now y'all using her voice and her name basically.
That is corny.
Exactly.
Disrespectful, corny, weird.
If y'all trying to bring attention to her, that's the wrong way to do it. If there is a wrong way to do it.
Educate somebody with some things that are going to lead to the topic. Not
your music is not.
Your music is not bringing Breonna Taylor justice.
Close to what's going on. Like if it's gonna be a song about Black Lives Matter, okay, I
get
it. But it don't be nothing like connected.
But if it's just a regular album about some weird crap, no.
Speaking about music, y'all still listen to Lucky Book?
They said we gotta
look. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nobody canceling Nucky View Book. I don't care.
People still using TikTok.
Look, guess what?
Why are people still using TikTok?
Everybody's still on TikTok.
I'm so confused by that.
I thought we canceled TikTok.
We initially said we was gonna cancel that. We were supposed to cancel TikTok.
That's the problem.
Just like they cancel those hashtags.
People that's in charge of canceling don't even know what they be talking about. They be canceling stuff for in the moment.
Yeah, I mean,
not for what they really want to do.
But I feel like, the guy that produced the song and made the song, he was like, y'all can't even look at my political views. Y'all have to look at it separate than my music. Like, of course I support Trump, but like, does that make a song?
He really supports Trump for real.
Yeah. He had a MAGA hat on when he was on live.
I would really love to have a conversation.
But see, at the end of the day, like I said, everybody has a right to vote and like who they like. No matter how much of a shitbag, excuse me, I'm sorry, how much, as much as a douche and a lame Donald Trump is, like I said, everybody who decide to support him, y'all go ahead and support him. That don't mean I got to sit there and support him, but I really would like to sit down and have a conversation with people like, okay, so why do you support him?
I really don't understand.
He explained all right. He said his political views help black people more than it hurts black people.
Donald Trump?
That's what he said. That's what he
said. The thing was, everybody makes it seem like Obama was not for black people. Obama never really did something for the black community. And they were trying to say that Trump has brought many jobs and helped the black community, in more of a way than Obama.
The issue is that black people see the economic opportunity with Trump, but not the economic availability. Just because it's there, don't mean that it's for us to do.
Exactly.
And because you feel like you're an American, but you don't even have a right to life.
They can't believe everything Donald put out. He'd be like, "We've got these many." You can't believe all that stuff that White
House. You lying?
Because really, I remember when he first got in the house, and then he was like, "These jobs I already got." There's no way you got those jobs in 2 months. Obama, all that stuff is coming from Obama. You can't really read nothing, and you only been in office 2 months.
And I'll never forgive Trump. He removed all the health branches
from Obama,
and then immediately after COVID came about. And he's got Ben Carson as his director of health, like urban housing development.
Ben Carson's a doctor.
He's a doctor. He's in the wrong field. Oh, he's definitely.
Don't believe what they say. That's why they say it.
Donald fired people though, because he had like his staff that was saying that he shouldn't have said the bleach. He fired all them.
Yeah, but see, look, I don't know who decided to go up with that little press conference and decide to say, just insert bleach into your disinfect your body.
Basically, that's like a dictator.
Whoever came up with that, look, they
Trump said if we stop testing, the case will go down tremendously.
That's why I don't understand.
Of course they would, idiot.
We're not gonna do that.
Black people that support Trump, it's just like they must not pay attention all the way. It don't matter what jobs he brings. Y'all see how crazy he is?
At the end of the day, if you bring him money, if you making him his money and making him look good, then that's what I feel like they're gonna benefit from. But
now, they don't need you, gonna throw you out just like he did Omarosa.
I don't think he's gonna get a second term. I honestly don't think. I don't think it's gonna go.
Everybody's chicks, so I don't know.
I mean, we got.
Well, we over the damn debt. We $1 trillion.
We going in depression.
Oh yeah, 2008 about to happen again.
Fellas, it was fun.
It was fun while it lasted.
Look, gas going back up. Gas going skyrocketing.
Damn, you know about going depression when gas go back up.
And gas was low during Corona.
Boy, as soon as Corona hit, gas was
then you say you can buy a gallon of gas cheaper than a gallon of milk.
Well, that gas was cheap.
Being that we still talking about this topic, how do y'all feel about the NBA? I know some people say that them restarting is probably gonna be like a
distraction.
A distraction.
I don't think so.
How y'all feel about that?
Well, did you hear about what they recently said? Like the players can wear, like they can have different names on their jerseys or something like that.
But I don't think that
they can
change their name,
their political views on their jerseys.
Yeah. So if they want to say Black Lives Matter or they want to say
John
Morant, he apologized for it. No, because how he meant it, he was saying like not fuck 12, but he was saying like for the bad cops. He said he really don't agree with it. He said he respects the cops that do their job, the good cops, because he has family and friends in law enforcement. But he said he wasn't trying to come off as like that. But like I said, I mean everybody comes off.
I think everybody understood what he was trying to say. We know we talking about the ones that deserve for that to be said. It ain't nothing hard about it.
If we're not bad, then you know that
if we're not talking about you, then you're not worried about it. Like, come on now.
But I definitely feel that, I don't know, like the whole scenario, because like you got to think about these basketball players, like you taking away from their families, isolating them into Orlando, like they still got to.
It's a choice.
I mean, it is a choice.
They would rather say you're not going.
Yeah. Well, because due to his family, like I said, I mean, everybody has a choice due to their own home situation. He did it for his kids, and plus his youngest child is a sickly kid, so he's able to contract
respiratory issues.
Yeah, he's able to contract that, easier than anybody. So it's like I respect that. Like I said, it ain't about. Yeah, if you win a championship, okay, but it's not about a championship. It's either a championship or your kid's life, and I'm gonna take my kid's life over a championship any day.
I don't quite get it. Like, why? Like putting the names on the bet? Are they gonna like send a percentage of the money they make or something?
Yeah. So well, that's what
just brings awareness.
Well, no, that's what Adam Silver was saying. He was saying depending on what they put on their back, it's up to the players if they won't decide to donate to different campaigns and
I know they will.
Whatever, yeah.
I know they were saying something about some of them might do like a sit out, like the scheduled game. They're just not gonna play,
I would protest. I would definitely do that.
Yeah, I think they said they were gonna do
that.
If
they do that, they gonna piss the white people off.
Where is my money?
They gonna have to tune in because this is all we have as far as sports. It's not that they just gonna open.
Absolutely.
I know these niggas not gonna play, so no, they're gonna watch and they're gonna watch them protest
and my thing, but everybody like tried to shit on LeBron and say, "Oh, well, LeBron want to play so bad, he not thinking about it." No, LeBron is probably one of the biggest advocates in basketball when it comes to any type of
outside of basketball. LeBron's a big advocate too.
Absolutely, like people. This is the thing. People just be trying to. They don't even know what they be talking about. They hear one thing and they just start talking outside their neck.
I said, Pat Beverly said it. He said, LeBron said we playing. God damn it, we playing. But we playing for a reason. It ain't just to play. It ain't just to shut up and dribble.
So how you feel about Kyrie Irving then? Like him saying that I'm not gonna we're being a bigger distraction than we are taking away from the distraction.
First of all, Kyrie Irving wasn't playing anyway, so he can afford to say this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Second of all, his contract is guaranteed. A lot of the other players
don't have guaranteed contracts.
And if they choose to sit out, then they are definitely getting a pay cut. Absolutely. So you can say that in a privileged superstar position and stuff like that. But these niggas got families. Not everybody has a chance to make it.
Kendrick Perkins said he called him crying. He said he want change.
Kyrie Irving. And then Kyrie, then he didn't say nothing about this until he found out that KD
was not coming back this season.
Wasn't coming back. So come on now, Kyrie. You serious or you?
And then Dwight Howard's on that same bandwagon too. But I'm hearing there's actually a chance he might come back and play.
Well, see, I don't think he ruled himself out for playing. I think he understood the perspective of what Kyrie was trying to say, and also Avery Bradley, what they were saying. But like I said, Kyrie really just. I don't know. He really just kind of just be doing absolute.
He got a no name type issue too. He be thinking he really a lot more woke, and then he just don't really see. I feel like the full picture. I feel like he sees it his way and doesn't really like compromise.
I think he's a nonconformist. Like he just doesn't like to go where everybody says or what does. I think he just tries to go against what everybody does.
Yeah,
for no reason. Even if it like don't benefit nothing.
They glorify him for doing it. He made several calls. Why y'all glorifying him talking about?
He led the NBA players conference.
Yeah.
But it's already in place for like how Chris Paul, he has the Players Association and stuff like that. That's where that meeting is for. Don't just decide to stray away from the actual Players Association.
Chris Paul didn't know about a whole bunch of conversations.
Because he's a president.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the president, and I'm like, you taking away from the actual Players Association where they had these conversations. Do what you want to do.
I gotta be real now. Chris Paul is like, you know how Chris Paul is. Chris Paul don't play by the Chris Paul he's just not just gonna be the type of guy just to let something happen.
He definitely called Kyrie up and was like, hey bro, we got a problem. You got this meeting without me, bro?
Like, bro, we beefing?
I saw the article. I was like, I don't want a whole article about him talking to Paul.
That's Chris Paul, baby. You just don't play about, when it comes to NBA politics. Like I said, at the end of the day, he has a plan. He gonna make sure everybody is situated. He gonna see the pros and the cons of certain things. He gonna do it the right way. Because like I said, he likes to hear the outside. He doesn't just take off, I'm doing it and this my way. But Kyrie, get it together, brother. Get it together.
Get it together, brother.
That's all I got to say.
Next season.
Because you're gonna be. He ain't gonna be in Orlando. And then also, I want to add on that. I don't know if y'all heard, but they are possibly trying to get something for the guys that didn't make it in Chicago. They're doing a second bubble, possibly in Chicago.
For those teams,
for the losers that didn't make it.
What they gonna win?
Yeah, what they doing the?
They just pretty much they want to play. They want to scrimmage, and they just want to at least be in the.
Why are they doing Chicago though?
I don't know.
I don't think that's a good location.
I don't think they should be doing that at all.
Yeah, I think once you lost, you sit at the house and you take your L like a grown man.
Suck it up.
And
like, look, LeBron had to do it last year.
At that point, you got to charge it, bro.
Because what kind of bubble you gonna have in the third largest city in America, Chicago? What bubble y'all gonna have? Y'all not gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I mean, at least Florida, like Orlando, just a little further out of nowhere, kind of.
I mean, at the end of the day, I want to say thank you to the Lakers for getting J.R. Smith. Hopefully, we don't have a repeat of the Cavs NBA Finals.
Watch some Lakers affiliates listen.
Bro, I'm pretty sure LeBron told J.R. Smith, he said, "Hey, bro,
you do that shit again.
Do that shit again."
He's like, hey, when we get in the bubble, like no Hennessy at all.
They definitely had a conversation with him before he signed.
He said, "Bro, you do that shit again, I promise you. I promise you, bro. That's all I'm saying."
But I think this quarantine or this Corona time or whatever has just been an adjustment for everybody. I know we thought we were in our own bubble itself, but then life caught up. Niggas graduated, niggas got jobs. People was mad. We didn't put out episodes and stuff like that. But life happened.
Life goes on.
Like
little baby said.
Life goes
on.
Man, we done had 2 graduates since Chronication.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's y'all big moves, Juwan? What's the plan?
I gotta get out of South Carolina.
Get out.
I'll let everybody know soon.
Well, you ain't gonna set a
location.
location.
Can't get free lunch right now.
Free lunch.
No location.
Don't do it.
And they got a new whip, no keys.
And a new whip.
Brand new whip, got no key.
I got a key though.
We got
2 stars.
Okay.
But bro, I think it's crazy to think about how far we've come since Chronication. Like June 22nd was been 4 months.
Hold on. Let's go back to May 2019. That's the real that's like the OG.
We should drop that as like a bonus.
Absolutely not.
Bruh.
No. Absolutely. That would be
a stop fucking with us.
Everybody be like,
garbage.
We gotta give him something to laugh at.
Bro, you gotta think about it. We were young. That was our first time doing it. We were not at this point.
We just was talking. Like we just actually talking.
The Chronication was 9. That was a 1.
Neighborhood, if y'all want to see the episode, let us know, and then we gonna drop it.
Let Aaron know.
Don't let me know.
Don't let me know. Cause I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna tell you hell no.
I'm dropping with a page.
What's been some of y'all like biggest like how did y'all feel that like along the way of us recording? Like when did y'all get that? Dang, we can really do this, y'all. Like when was y'all like we really in this moment?
I think
I got mine, but I'm going to hear.
Well, we can go in order. You can start off.
I can start off.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll go in order how we use the intro.
Oh shoot!
Wow.
It's your boy.
Nope.
But now, I feel like when we did the Q&A and we got so many responses off of that, I was like, dang, people really fucking with us.
Yeah.
And then when we got the website, that was like another like milestone. Like, dang, we got a website. It's shit expensive as hell, but it's here. That's when I knew, like, bro, we can't go back now. We spend all this damn money on this damn shit. Got speakers, got microphones now.
Yeah. You got
we doing this. Spent what $10 a week online.
For real. Hey, bro, I'm telling you,
I'm gonna do this, and we gonna do it.
Once you commit, you got to commit. But you kind of stole mine too. Like I said, I think once we got to
We shared this.
I mean, I'm talking about like my the Q&A.
That's still in my caption, so I ain't gonna say that though.
Whoa!
Wait, look, we on the same. Look, when it comes to the caption, look, let's go ahead and get it straight. When it comes to the mass drops in the captions,
right?
I just need that because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's just easy to have one nice, big caption. Hey, it's the way
Right,
they
but you
got
still in Q's captions.
What you mean?
Right.
No. Them ain't individual captions. I don't see it.
Still in my captions.
No, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your favorite?
Well, it's the Q&A for me. Like I said, the Q&A definitely opened up my eyes towards a lot of things. Like I said, I think that's when we really looked at it like, dang, like this shit is coming together in a whole different spectrum. We're about to touch bases with everything, and like when we got the questions and everybody was really vibing with it, and then the views start going up, and then like I think my other one would be when we did Okay Now Ladies. Like
that was a big milestone.
that was like, bruh,
That's
like,
our most played episode.
Yeah, that's our most played episode.
Some of my black women.
Black women are the key.
We love the black women.
If you ain't heard it from anybody else, you heard it from me.
We love it. Black queens. But yeah,
who's next? Ray Rashawn?
I think it's a plethora of things. I feel like I feel like because like at first when we were doing it, like you could go around people and then they like wouldn't bring it up. But I feel like now, like when people see me, like they find a way to like talk about the podcast and bring it up in like some way. So I feel like once that started happening, I was like, okay, we kind of we might be getting some traction a little bit. But like before, because you could be like going anywhere and then somebody just like, hey bro, I saw the podcast, blah blah, I heard about like. So once that started happening, I was like, okay, like we're not. It's not just like the people that just listen every week. Because a lot of people that's listening that don't share.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that share that don't listen.
Exactly.
So,
ouch.
Which one do you prefer? If you had to say, would you rather someone listen and not share, or have someone share but not listen?
I'd rather you do both. But if you're not gonna do both, I'd rather you listen because we talking about that runs our streams up. So if
someone asks you like, bro, what do you like about it?
All right, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people close to us that probably haven't listened to one episode.
They probably listen, but they haven't listened.
You see what I'm saying?
They haven't listened to the gems.
And if you base the numbers of like the people that's listening to the people that's sharing,
it's not even.
It's not even close. You know what I'm saying? So like, I appreciate the people that's listening that's not sharing, but I appreciate the people that's sharing that's not listening to because I feel like it's doing. So
it balances out in it.
Yeah. Before we get to the next person, I wanted to kind of get the question off of you. So for that, do you feel as if people had like a different mindset towards things, like a lot of people listen to different podcasts, they read books, they like gravitating in that realm, do you think we would be at a different level if more people were enlightened on that level?
I feel that for podcasting is specific because podcasting has its own audience, and I think that it's kind of like the radio. The radio, you have certain people that just listen to the radio. You have some people that don't. Like I feel like with podcasting, you just got to have that audience. Some people don't really listen to podcasts like that. Me personally, I've always listened to podcasts. I've always liked podcasts. So in terms of me listening to one, it's easy for me to just listen to my own one than to listen to. But if you was never somebody that listened to a podcast and your first podcast listening to us, that I can kind of understand.
That's
like,
love, honestly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like it's definitely an audience out there because there's some people that listen to podcasts like on their way to work, in the gym, like it's a specific audience. Once we tap into that audience, I feel like the sky's the limit.
And I love when podcasters like kind of glorify other podcasters too, like Dominated Decade, Aspiring Abolitionist, Three Keys in the Pod.
Yeah.
Just all of them, like we all, it's like one big family almost. Like we all trying to like get our content out. Like any way we can do it. It's not a competition. I never let it as a competition.
No way close to a competition.
It's all love.
Can't be a competition.
We all trying to get somewhere, so.
I feel like some people just be. I know a lot of people just be seeing it and then they probably just like, let's do it one day.
Yeah.
And then just, but
when people tell me like, hey, this is what you talk about on there, like, I had a question about it, I can tell like you really care about what we're talking about. When you tell me like in particular what we like discuss or like something that's controversial, like that goes a lot further than you just blindly sharing or blindly supporting.
I love asking people when it's like, oh, so which one was your favorite episode? Yeah, that first one, Coronication. Besides Coronication.
That's mine too.
I feel like
but what else?
I feel like one thing that was good with us is that we've been so consistent. Because the number one thing that I've heard from most people is like, I finally listened to the podcast. That's how it starts. I finally listened to the podcast. It was dope. I finally listened to the podcast. Y'all boys are funny. I finally listened to the podcast. So I think once people started seeing that we were serious about it, and it was like, all right, let me give it a listen now.
Yeah.
Like podcasting, I say it all the time. Podcasting is not something that you can just do one time and just let it happen. Like it's something that you got to continuously do to grow your brand. So I feel that's important. What you hear?
So be nasty.
Well, for me, I think the big wake up moment is when we did it with Mills, because I felt like we tapped into a whole different audience, a whole different like realm as far as listeners. Like we have people that we fuck with, our friends and stuff like that. And we had their support, but like. We hosted somebody, we interviewed him, and then like we even had visuals for it. I think that might have been that was the first one. That's the first visual, and we was like, bro, like we could really do it. I feel like that's when we went from a podcast and we started like our brain started training like, bro, we're like a business, you know what I'm saying?
Conglomerate.
And then honestly, and then like even when we had Rento on the podcast and we went to Jetlag, like that, I feel like that episode really got most of my chapter brothers really listening, and they was like, bro, like. They were like laughing and trying to have conversation. I feel like that was the first time like they all genuinely listened. It was like, okay, now that we're reaching people, like, because people like people know me and they see what kind of stuff like I'm into and stuff like that. And they might not agree with it, but to see something that unified everybody and they listened to it, I was like, man, like, and they enjoyed it. I was like, bro, we're really.
We started a podcast not too long ago too, didn't we?
Yeah, man. Mark my words, it's a good little sports podcast. Shout out to Josh Riley, aka Penny Hardaway.
Hey, y'all boys go give that a listen.
Give it to.
His first episode, Seventh Woods on there, and he's just been going tough ever since.
Yeah, the boys are getting to the mud with that one.
Solid,
hard.
If you're listening, go listen to it right now.
Gotta have it
now.
Juwan, Ravenel, McClown.
I think I was sitting here reminiscing in the realm.
Wow.
I think my first, let me see. The website was probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because it just looked, shout out to Eric Rupert, it just looked so cool.
That man put in work.
It looked so cool.
Y'all see Sean ain't clap for me just now.
Sean didn't clap.
Let's know what I was doing just now.
I watched you, bro.
No, I said if you knew what I was doing, but I'm not about to say it because we're on the pod, we're on air, so it don't really matter. But just continue.
You gonna clap, bro?
No. You bring attention to it for no reason, but continue.
I ain't gonna lie, we give Eric a lot of hell, but Eric does a lot of back work. I ain't gonna lie, with the website.
That website looked good. If you haven't looked at it, you need to go look at it. It looked
link in the bio.
Good. And so when he dropped that, I was like, oh shit, like this is real. And then like I feel like I can't remember the first one we did where we were in different locations. Like some people don't even know we did stuff
in different locations.
That showed me too, like nothing really can stop us, no matter how far away we are. Like I always wonder how we were gonna do it after a while. Like I knew all of us were gonna eventually, like all of us not gonna be in Columbia.
Yeah.
But doing that before we even knew where we were gonna go,
like we was practicing for.
We could see, I'm about to say.
Bro, I applaud us too, bro. I feel like we were on each other's ass about like, yo, when we gonna do it? Like we kept pressing each other about questions. We even like, hey, like we even like got to the point where we were like, hey, I think you should do this instead of that, and like we helped each other grow. And Sean, you even said it before, like this has been like therapeutic, and like to see us this far in, bro. I feel like. For me, like I'm able to maybe articulate and express myself better, and I feel like it hasn't gone from such a formal setting. I feel like we're just still guys talking around. We just have to have a microphone recording.
What'd you say? Casual vibes.
Super casual vibes.
Super casual vibes.
Another thing I was about to say is the old, like a crowd that I didn't think was gonna hit was the older crowd. Like our parents be talking about it. Like our mom and dad, my dad be saying like the don't rush thing on TikTok. My dad was like, you and Waited to 8 should do that. Like, what you know about that? Well, like, what you know about the Waited to 8?
Yeah, we put your glasses up. Yeah,
like, you know the time
something good about it.
I'm telling you. This is funny because my mom was like, oh, so when y'all do another podcast? Like, oh, y'all know.
I think the one that kind of set me up too, like when Eric posted in the group chat about what Mom said. Also, when we was kind of taking a little break, she's like, oh y'all just it, y'all done, that anxious, like, hey, please don't be done, like, y'all got something going good for y'all, like, and feeling that and hearing that, bro, that touched me so good, because I'm like, bro, like,
we got some logistics to work out, but we'll be good.
Hey, bro, whenever we go to Eric's house, bro, they record in Society Hill, like, his mom always gives us feedback, and like, she's probably like, if not one of our biggest supporters, like the biggest supporter for the way they in that age category, it's like older people.
Yeah. Shout out mama.
Shout out mama.
Mama Matt
and my mama
and her promotion.
Amen.
See, I don't tell my mom about the podcast.
We didn't either. I don't know how they know. She was finding out about it. Like,
how she found out about the podcast?
Bro, she literally hit us up, was like, I heard y'all had a podcast. Like, and I heard it's like, it's good. Like, that's literally what she said.
My little cousin,
it's because
Pop lives in Atlanta. She's like 13. She's like, send me the link to your podcast. What?
It's because, I'm on Facebook, me and Pop.
Sure, I'm on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Your Pop probably got it from the links. And
my dad did it on Facebook.
I'm telling you.
She was like, hey, something.
Bro, even when we got my siblings in, like, y'all know my brothers and stuff like that. Like, Christian got him excited. Even Kenny, like, hit me up about it. I was like,
yeah, when you sit there,
we done reached a whole different demographic now.
I said, well, Kenny said, man, I'm proud of you, man. She write a book, bro.
I said, how you proud of me? I'm older than you.
They tried to get Christian on it, but Christian was acting fool when we tried to get him on it.
Yeah,
he was asking some wild questions.
He had definitely terrible try. And y'all thought I was being mean. I'm like, no, bro, we're going to talk about the podcast. He was like, well, I know music, so like, we
need more than music.
Yeah. What do y'all feel like some of the biggest challenges that we had to overcome throughout the 10 years of our podcast since Corona came?
Time.
Expand, dig deeper in that.
Because I feel like now we all have jobs.
We do.
We're working men. It's like literally, if I get off, Eric about to go, or my brother about to go. And my brother off, like all of us will be off one day, and then one of us will be like, oh no, I gotta work. Like, it's like hard finding one day where all of us is free.
And then, like I said, distance too. Like I said, Eric living all the way, down in Society Hill, and then I'm living in Lexington. It don't seem like I'm that far, but I'm in the outskirts in the country.
That's a 30-minute drive. You can't cheat that.
It ain't that bad.
You can go 100 miles an hour. It don't matter how fast you go. It's gonna be 30.
Because the drive gonna be good.
But look, when you get there, you gonna stay for a little bit. You gonna have a
drink.
You definitely got to stay.
Country roads like that.
You can't go for 5 minutes.
When you come, just to turn around.
But I think at the end of the day, no matter the drive, no matter like we tailor to each other. Like we tailor to each other's schedule. Like, hey, we get in there before we even record. Ain't no last minute. We always had a plan. We always had a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Or sometimes if the plans didn't fucking line, it's like, well, look, we'll take a week off. We'll try again. Like this week that we had, we missed the episode Sunday, but like I said, due to schedules being hectic, like I said, we adapted, overcome, and we just said, hey, well, it's more time for us to kind of get a more basin for this episode and understanding where we want to go with this. But like I said, I think we all agree that we appreciate understanding each other's time because, like I said, graduation, classes, getting jobs, working, and stuff like that. That's a new accomplishment. We grown men. That happens. It's life.
And the day we still gotta pay the bills.
You gotta pay the bills. Bills ain't gonna stop.
Now, look, if the podcast pay the bill,
but all of this success, like all of the what was it? 17 episodes or something? 17 straight. Yeah, break it down. Give me the stats.
So
pull it up,
off the top of my head, it's been 17 weekly episodes, 7 broken record episodes, 2 300 plus episodes,
300 plus listens.
300 plus listens, 300 plus listens. All our episodes are 100 plus. Like it's all 17 or 100 plus.
Lovely.
11 guests and 3.4 total, 3.4K total listens.
Bro, you gotta give us a round of applause for that, bro. Like we didn't
give yourself a round of applause.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
If it wasn't for y'all, like at the end of the day, we can get together, we can plan all we want, but if we don't got people to actually listen, if we don't got people to actually share,
we got this big.
Like it wouldn't have got this big, bro. And I don't know if it was because of Corona or what, but
I say
y'all rocking with us, so we definitely gonna
and even on top of that, like you guys even took the extra step to engage with us on the socials and visiting the websites and stuff like that. Like it means a lot. Like it means that you guys are invested, and again, like Sean said, we just really appreciate that.
More than you know.
More than you know. Forever grateful.
But I feel like as far as like challenges, this is speaking for me personally, I felt like it was hard for me to adjust to catering to someone else or like catering to like having guests because like you like have casual conversations with people and stuff like that, but we actually have to like ask people certain questions, like listen to what they got to say and then respond off of that. I feel like that was a challenge for me because like I just talked. I almost had to talk to listen, not so much talk to respond.
Exactly.
And like when we prepare, we're like, do we have questions? We got questions for them. You don't never be having questions with each other because we just flow down.
Yeah, exactly. So like having that premeditated plan beforehand was definitely a big adjustment for me.
Exactly. I think even tailoring to the guest part, like I said, like we get to a point where we got set questions. Like, all right, we're gonna ask this, we're gonna go down this realm, and it's like when we run out of questions, it's like, oh shit. Well, hey, what we got next, bro? And it's like the flow. It's the natural flow of conversation. Like, and that's what I think people, whoever decides that they want to start a podcast, and like I said, I think we have honestly grown to a point where we have influenced others, and influencing others. Like I said, we listen to other podcasts. We don't just think we're just us in our own realm. Like I said, yeah, we are a different podcast, but we listen to everybody. We take and we understand that everybody is there in their own different perspectives. And like I said, we appreciate all the other podcasts too. Like I said, Q shouted y'all out. And like I said, we appreciate y'all, and y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Black excellence.
A wise man once said, if we don't help each other, how we gonna grow? So,
sheesh. Say that again.
I don't forget it.
Now that'll blow you.
So what are y'all looking forward to like when we come back? But we're never going to leave technically because the website's still going to be up.
Well, I have a quick question just before we get into like the future, if you don't mind. Like, what do y'all feel like was y'all's funniest moments, like as far as season 1?
Funniest?
Yeah,
funniest.
All I'm thinking about is Eric moments. That's really all I'm thinking about.
I think our funniest moment is probably a moment that none of our listeners know.
Yeah, I think that's all our funny moment. The bloopers.
So we had did a whole, we sat down and did a whole podcast, y'all, for like 15 minutes.
No,
we just stopped.
2.
No, we did 3.
We did 3 hour-long podcasts.
No, I'm not talking about that time. I'm talking about that time we was in here and we had did like 15 minutes worth, and I think Eric just stopped. He's like, "What are we doing?" And we all
that's how we had
that. That's how we was on the pressure. We was on the pizza.
It was quiet.
Bro, we was talking about like
everything. We was talking about all kinds of stuff.
So what kind of bars did we go to?
No, I knew he went down here when they said, "So what's your favorite drink?" So we just need to stop.
Y'all speaking or whatnot? Because this ain't working.
But the day we ate and drunk.
Yeah, that's what we
drunk.
I think we brought that.
I don't know why we thought we was about to be productive, bro.
It was like we all continued with the conversation for 10 minutes. I feel like 5 minutes in, we knew we like. Okay,
no, I think Sean did say, he said, bro, 5 minutes in, he was over there just like, bro, this ain't.
Let's stop. When our sponsor started being like, bro, me too, and that was it. That's why I knew we had to stop.
And then when them long pauses come in, like,
he was like, word.
That's so.
And it's like this little pause, like, yeah, bro, you know what? Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I would probably say for me the funniest moment was when we did the Something's Finest episode. If you didn't watch the episode, we had Derek Rush and Dejon Johnson.
Big Shot Johnson.
We had them boys on here, and it was just it's not nothing on the podcast that was funny, but something that happened outside that was off air.
Yeah.
Something I almost said that man Derek Hill.
That's all you can say sometimes.
I think mine was like I said, I still had some off camera stuff, but I think when we did Okay Now Ladies, and I was talking, and then Eric and Sean was over here, like they was talking about something. I think it was a miscommunication. They was just like, bro, like what you doing, bro? Like I can hear them, and I'm trying to.
No, it was Eric and Brianna Lewis, and Eric was having a whole side conversation while we were in the middle of talking about
it. And then Sean looked like, bro, what you doing, bro?
What the fuck you doing? I was like,
look, and I'm trying to look at, because I think I was talking to Lex, and I was like.
Yeah,
and that threw me off, and I was like, bro, I forgot what I was talking about.
You can hear the conversation?
Yeah, I can hear a little bit of it, and I was talking to her, and it threw me off, and I was like, completely got off the top of what I was talking about.
I was trying to figure out what she was drinking out of my cup, or if I was drinking out of hers. So we was...
Because you was kind of loud. I was like, damn, bro.
Important conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
No, remember we was about to pick the first intro song, and the first intro song we was like, no, we cannot play this. It was off a K-Camp album. She think I'm cheating.
Oh yeah, no.
No. They gonna think about us the wrong way.
So we gotta play. We gotta play politics sometimes.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad song, but like let's continue to think about some other songs.
Right song.
Also, I think the JB episode.
That was really a turning point in our career.
The female followers win.
It was a turning point.
It was a lesson for sure. We was just like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Jonathan Brown.
Shout out Reality Roundtable.
Yeah, shout out to Jonathan. JB, we appreciate you.
Big
Fly guy.
What you call it?
We learned a lot that episode.
Yeah, we learned to really know our person.
Yes,
but he came with some good content though. But he also came with some.
He always gonna come with something good.
Absolutely.
But I feel like I think I'm thinking about some other stuff that was like real accomplishment for us. Like we started getting international. A lot of people don't know that we're like available in like Germany, Australia.
Yeah. Shout out to Sharon. Sharon, you gotta be the plug for that.
I got
Rico.
My homeboy Steven, if I'm not mistaken, he was in Germany and Poland. Like I said, he was listening to it, and while he was in the squad base, he'll have his homeboys listening to it. Then I got a couple people that's overseas, like, bro, we really love the podcast, bro. Y'all are funny. And y'all need to chill with Heartbreak Drake. Y'all constantly on his ass. I'm like, we got people feeling your struggle.
Is that a common like question?
I don't know, bro. Like,
we don't attack him.
Just be an extra. That's all it is. Like, we're not being known that area. No, they are.
Yeah, we don't attack Eric.
Yeah, I fuck with y'all though. But yeah, speaking of countries, though, we in China, Germany, Canada, and Ireland.
Sheesh.
Canadians full of Ireland. Good in the six.
Hell yeah. There's some big things coming. There's some big things coming in season 2 though, so I hope everybody's ready.
Is season 2 coming?
Absolutely, it's
coming. Not coming.
It's absolutely coming. Season 1 just.
I was just kind of trying to create that little thing for the people. Like damn, we dropped something.
What's y'all excited? What y'all excited about for season 2? What y'all, without giving out free lunch, what y'all excited?
Well, I'm excited to see how we record given our schedules. Because I feel like we're not exactly sure we're about to go as far as location wise.
Right.
What kind of adversities that might bring forth for us as far as recording. But I feel like once we tackle that, then it's just gonna be cake because we know how to record already. Because I feel like we spent season 1 fine tuning, like figuring out how to do that. Now we're fine tuning, and we're just gonna get better. And then I feel like the connections that we're about to make, like the next guest, we're about to expand.
Yeah, I think
that's these spotlights too. But go ahead, Sharon.
I think traveling too, like I said, being able to, like I said, we were in South Carolina, but we were traveling around South Carolina. I think we'll be able to travel far out than South Carolina.
Like I said, this is with us.
Yeah, like I said, if we do decide to go on a vacation, say if we would have did an episode on the cabin trip,
sheesh,
that would have been.
Yeah. Wasn't we supposed to?
We was technically supposed to, but I think we got too late.
We just didn't stay long enough on it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That first night would have been lit to do one, but I think we would have. Nah.
I feel like this is another thing. Like, I'm not gonna say I gotta give us our credit, but like, this whole first season was planned in the middle of the first season. So like, the second season gonna be like a whole off season, and then the second season gonna come from the stuff we planned in the off season. Like, it's really gonna get spooky out here. I'm giving this disclaimer.
Really ain't nothing else to say. We really just got it to show.
Look,
like mom used to say, I can show you better than I can tell you.
Jeez. But honestly, I'm excited for.
Just talk.
I feel like I'm excited mostly for like the next upcoming guests, and also like, because one of the bigger things we try to do with the podcast is like support black businesses, and like Sharon was saying, like traveling to other places and stuff like that. Spartanburg was kind of like a big like a wake up call for like us to like really like, because people listen to us, like people really like take what we say and like make it applicable to like what they do on a daily basis. So if we get the opportunity to like go to these black owned businesses, like support any like clothing line or like anybody doing their own thing, podcast and stuff like that. If we get to that point of being influential, I feel like we really like do a lot more for the podcast, and a lot more like we really like hone in on our mission.
Yeah. Side note, please send us black owned restaurants, black owned anything, clothing brands. We're really trying to do everything, especially if you're from South Carolina. That's not even a question. But if you're here, we definitely trying to try some new black owned restaurants, some new black owned wines.
Oh, I was just about to get there.
Come on, like we trying to.
We love it. I love the tasting. I love the featuring on the podcast. Talk to me now.
Sheesh.
That's the big.
Please let us know. DM us or just let us know, bro. Please.
But you had asked what we're looking forward to as far as season 2, right?
Yeah.
So Sean, what about you, man?
I'm looking forward to the. I was about to get on some free lunch, but then stop.
Y'all want to give them one?
Is there any way you can beat around it but not give it?
I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to our YouTube series. That's what I'm looking forward to.
That YouTube needs to go up, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna go up, but y'all will see.
I think segments. I think the next edition of segments are coming. It's gonna be something nice, fluent. Like I said, it's gonna be new. Like I said, the website is gonna pop. You know, we ain't gonna give free lunch. No free lunch, but the website just gonna pop. We're gonna be on some hell ass shit. I'm gonna tell you that.
We're gonna be on some hell ass shit. I really see going for Juan. I ain't gonna lie, because a lot of people ask about where's Juan at. Yeah,
but Juan
is working. Number one question: Where's probably how 90% of people came to the podcast?
Honestly,
they hear him.
Bro, we was on SGTV. The girl said, Sydney. she said, "Yeah, I know Juwan, and I listened to his podcast, so I was like, hey, I might give it a listen." Like, we are all on the podcast as well, but he said, "Oh, Juwan's on it. I'll give it a listen."
That's absolutely probably why
I feel like they probably listened all the way through to hear Juwan. You know, in an episode that you probably weren't there. They were like, "Oh, man, right?
Well, he wasn't on that one.
This is good without Juwan." They probably just
But we already got to listen, so haha.
That's a beautiful.
need it. You got it, grabbed it.
Finessed it.
Juwan, what's your future plan?
Yeah, what's your future plan?
Future. Let me see.
Oh, I'm sorry, future plan.
Future, what's it? Yeah, future.
Man, thanks, man.
Right. Stop. We already said earlier.
I'm really trying to figure out.
I feel like I'm excited for the energy we're gonna bring. I know it's gonna be different, but bigger than what we have now. I'm excited for the guests, even though we can't tell y'all. I'm just excited for the guests that we'll be bringing on the show too. So I just feel like it's gonna be much bigger and better. Like to see how hard we came with not even knowing what we was really doing. Now our second season, like it's like we're gonna be starting and we know what we're doing.
Next gen.
We really didn't know. We
Probably
didn't know.
That's what I'm saying. We were figuring out as we go. We already had visuals.
Now we're
living
starting
this.
a race. Like
It's really about to be crazy.
Walking Texas Rangers.
I guess to make it clear for those that haven't figured it out by now, taking a quick break. But when we come back, season 2 is gonna be better than ever.
Hopefully they knew at the beginning of the episode what we talked about, because
It's a quick break, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
it's not gonna be no
Hey, we
long.
can't do it forever, but like while we're on our quick break, like make sure you listen to all the podcasts we was talking about earlier. Dominate Decade, 3 Keys in the Pod,
Mark My Words.
Mark My Words.
It's
Reality Roundtable.
If we missing any podcasts, you know we showing love. Also, while we're on our break, remember to send us any artists you would like to hear us talk about. Anybody, just send it to us.
Or if you want us to wear some of your merch, feel free to hit one of us.
I ain't gonna deny
Yeah,
some merch.
yeah.
Sound
Also, if you needed the model, Sharon is a model. Just hit me up. I'll model your style, and I can get you out to different people. So just let me know.
Sound unemployed and desperate.
You know,
I'm employed, but hey, I can bless you. I can bless you.
All right.
God dang, this will be the last episode for season 1.
For a while, bro. Hey, look.
Hey man,
It's what they say? It's not goodbye. It's only see you later.
So I'm gonna see you later.
It's only see you later.
But this is your boy Marquise Q signing out. Not for the last time, just for a little while. Peace.
It's your boy Sharon, aka Trigger Trey, the panty dropper night.
oh my god.
No, I'll play. But nah, hey, it's your boy Sharon Knight. I just want to say we thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. To all the black kings, black queens, and everybody else in between. Don't hit you with a good little slicker.
Wow. All right, man. It's your boy Ray Rashawn. Remember, impossible is nothing.
First of all, Sean, you never gave out like a quote or anything like that before.
Hey,
It's a new day.
people of God, this is Jordan Rabbit Never Claim. Y'all stay blessed. To be blessed, to be stressed.
Man of the hour.
I guess. Well,
Eric, no pressure, but this is the last thing that the people are gonna hear, so
Hey, shot clock down.
don't fuck up.
3 seconds left, so I'm gonna just say it's your boy Easy. Those saw me last Friday night.
Tell them.
Joy is coming in the morning.
Drop it.
Y'all be easy. We'll see y'all in season 2.
Good morning.
Good night.